Okay, Deji, welcome to this call. Maybe you can start by telling us who you are and what you do.
Okay, thank you very much, David, for having me. My name is Adedeji Owonibi, simply Deji because of the length of the name. So people just call me Deji. I'm the senior partner here in the forensics, the financial forensics and cryptocurrency forensic firm. And also, very recently, until a few days ago, also a co-founder and the chief operating officer of Convexity. Convexity, came up as an idea, we had from the kind of distrust that we found in running the sister company, the A&D that we told you about. And as it may interest you, we are the only cryptocurrency and blockchain forensic firm in the African continent. And we decided to open our tentacles to partnering with world-class analytic firms. Like you are aware, I remember Bitcoin KE were the first to publish our partnership with Chain Analysis sometime last year, and that made us the first, cryptocurrency investigative partner with Chain Analysis, and we know Chain Analysis, a world-class cryptocurrency analytics company that supports law enforcement, regulators, compliance with banks and all that. And we decided we believe in Africa, we need to put the structures of regulation and the whole framework into place before the whole industry can blossom. So the regulators understand the risks therein, know the remedies they have in these solutions, and so they can also give their input on what should be done, and if there are bad actors, how to separate the bad actors from the genuine people that are using this technology to actually punish them using state laid down procedures. So, but in the course of doing that, we're also exposed to investigating normal finances. And that took us to investigating financial forensics for international NGOs. And we discovered that most of the funds sent to Africa, most especially Nigeria, where I gathered that experience from, is that such aids and assistance do not get to the grassroots where those things are meant for. Most often than not, when we finish our things, many people were sacked, but at the end result is that the vulnerable communities don't get it. So we decided, okay, let's have a platform where people can be educated, where we can roll out products, where young people can come and co-create and initiate and ideate problems around their community using this transparent technology called blockchain, because as a matter of fact, now how we call it the truth machine. So if you want truth in the businesses you run and you want truth in the kind of activities you do, you just simply apply these for that transparency to show up. And that gave birth to Convexity, the company here that we see, that gave birth to Convexity. So we decided we're floating Convexity sometime last year to be the first blockchain focused hub. And we mean first blockchain focused hub for all blockchain technology, innovation and ideation and all ideas should come there and incubate. Just think about the problem within Kenya, think about problem within Nigeria. That is our idea. When you have ideas around anywhere, we have in-house blockchain architects, and a world-class blockchain architect that we know currently are also helping banks to build, even their back-end blockchain infrastructure. And we have them in-house. Our CTO is one, for example, and some other people that we do have. And we believe with this, we can raise developers, we can raise people to understand this technology proper, and we can also build solution base out of this hub to solve those problems that I told you we see with lack of transparency, for instance, in aid distribution. And we came up with a technology, with a solution called CHAT, and CHAT stands for Convexity Humanitarian Aid Transfer Solution, where we want to bring transparency from the donor part to the partner NGO to vulnerable community to the vendor where they spend the money. And anybody that put any dime, any single pound, any single dollar behind any project should be able to click off a button to see how the money actually went to and the final beneficiary, what he did with the money and which vendor he spent it with. And it's just a simple thing, and we have concluded that our MVP is coming out at the end of this month. So we are doing a lot of activities to make sure people are coming. This morning I have meetings with young people building solutions in the hub, trying to come up. We have put in some few money behind some blockchain technology startups, That is the ecosystem we want to blossom. And we're doing this with clearly just, private funds, and we're bootstrapping. We're not, it's a private sector initiative, to make sure that the government will see the direction they need to do, where we're also seeing how we can relate with regulators to see that they understand the deeper side of regulation, compliance, and the framework they can build. And as you are aware, like I told you the other time, I was part of the regulatory framework drafting committee of the SEC Nigeria, which we have given that. We have went ahead also, to decide to talk to the government, and currently we have what we call the National Blockchain Strategy for Nigeria, which I was part of drafting. So I think we are moving the sector a bit forward, and that is the kind of energy we want to galvanize across Africa, not only in Nigeria.
All right. I mean, Deji, you're doing so much for the space in Nigeria, and and I sort of had a look at the website, the Convexity website. So you already have two products. You have charts. You have another product called BitSat. Maybe you can
talk about that. BitSat. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. BitSat also, like I told you, we're looking at those solutions that are peculiar to the problems that we see, and we believe with our understanding of this blockchain technology that we can actually solve these things seamlessly, without much ado about all the problems that we see, and we see it, reoccurring on our television channels and all that. And that second one is simply focused on certificate counterfeiting, and it's a big problem in Africa. In Nigeria, for instance, we have people raising to the position of directors in government establishment, in medicine, for instance, calling themselves doctors, but never went to any medical school, but they have this certificate that they forged somewhere, and they rose through the ranks to director level. And we believe most often you find people also talking about Mr. A went to this school, or he never did, Mr. B as politician, dragging themselves on the pages of newspapers, on television screens. And we say, oh, enough of this. I think we have a solution. We have a technology that can solve this. So BitSat is an immutable solution to put credentials on the blockchain to make it transparent, easily accessible, and instant issuance by universities. So at the click of it, you see who are the people that authorized the certificate, when was it issued, who was it issued to, and as a matter of fact, I will have even done some demo for you. If I share with you and you have maybe your barcode on my screen, you can actually verify a particular certificate I can show you, which is a demo that I just ran yesterday. So it's working. And what we're trying to solve is the trust issue with our credentials. For our students that want to go school abroad, the schools abroad want your university to send this transcript directly to them. And this is as a result of lack of trust, probably thinking you can alter those transcripts before it comes to them. And now with the solution here, your transcript can be given to you because you do not have the power to alter it. It's on the blockchain and verifiable. So that solved that problem. And I remember my early days my early career days in the bank, I worked for a longer time and I was not confirmed yet. And I asked the HR, why am I not confirmed? And they told me, oh, your university have not responded to the verification that we sent to them. So I had to make frantic phone calls to my university, to people I know, to query one file to one HOD, to sign it, to make sure they do the letter. And all those cheating areas are gone now, because at the click of button, any employer can actually verify the validity and the authenticity of your credential at the click of button. And you can easily share it. It just populate who is going to graduate, put it on our platform, generate it, and it's hashed. And the whole certificate as it is in the whole picture is saved on Ethereum blockchain and multiple blockchain as time goes on, because we're moving now currently to Binance Smart Chain because of the gas fee for people to be able to issue those things quickly. And those are the problems. So if you don't want, in Nigeria, we have a very infamous location called Oluwole. In Oluwole in Lagos, everything can be counterfeited, no matter the security features you think you put in it. And so if you don't want your university credential, your corporate certificates, your professional body certificate to be found in Oluwole, for instance, when you work with us, that transparency is brought to those things. So those are the kind of solutions we're trying to bring. So we're looking at each problem and we're trying with the experts in-house to attack them with this solution.
All right. Yeah, it's interesting you talk about certain locations where counterfeiting happens. We also have a location here in Nairobi as well.
Yes,
You
yes,
go and you can
it's an
counterfeit
African problem.
basically any certificate,
Yes.
any documentation really, and you can get away with. So I think it's an African problem. Now, speaking of Convexity Hub, are you just serving the Nigerian market for now, or are you also looking at, continent-wide?
Yes, with everything we're doing, we are looking at the African continent. Of course, we have a starting point. And as a starting point is Nigeria, where I'm from. And as a matter of fact, the Lagos have been a serious hub. And I decided we're shifting this to the capital of Nigeria, and the hub is situated in Abuja, where we're very close to the seat of power. Just a few kilometers where I get to the presidential villa, just a few kilometers drive away. I can reach to the central bank. As a matter of fact, before your interview, I was just, conversing with some people from the central bank on things, because they were all here during the launch. We have people from central bank, people from SEC, people from NIDA, people from a lot of places, and the whole hub was jam-packed that you don't even know who came. The traffic was so massive that people came from all nook and cranny, to just witness this historic launch, and to have also a place where people can go and ideate and create things specifically that are blockchain focused. So we're looking at Africa as a whole. So probably maybe the next point is going to be Kenya.
All right. We look forward to having you, Deji. Obviously, this is a technology we obviously need. As you are aware, Kenya already, it's one of the largest markets when it comes to crypto on the continent. Deji, now we know about the situation in Nigeria, with the crypto ban and everything. How are the regulators taking this, or how do you expect they'll be looking at what you're doing, or specifically what the hub is looking to solve? This approach of offering forensics on the blockchain. How do you see them approaching this space now with a focus on Convexity Hub?
Yes, I think in my opinion, they are very open currently. We're engaging them. I just told you before I jumped onto this call, I was engaging with the central bank on some other solutions that we're working with. So it means we're in partnership with them. For SEC, for instance, I told you I was part of the people that drafted the regulatory framework for crypto assets. So we're partnered with them. We have a technology regulating ministry, if you like, called NIDA. The NIDA people were also involved with them. Myself and Mr. Chuta that you're aware of, we visited them. We discussed with them. We're carrying the government along. They need to understand we need all the support we need to give them to understand the technology proper, to have the technical capability to understand where to regulate, how to regulate. And that is why we incorporated a forensic lab to assist them. In case you are scared that are bad actors, in case you are scared that are cases of money laundering, for instance, in case you are scared that these currencies could be used for terror financing, for instance, we're giving you solutions for continuous monitoring, continuous compliance, investigative capability to understand that we can actually arrest the people that are going at variance with the plans that you have. So it's a complete hub that I think all of them were open. We speak with all of them. They are open to partnering even with us. So you can see that we are rightly positioned. So with time, with hub like ours, decisions that are coming from the government agencies are going to be more refined. They are going to be more friendly because we are engaging them. So that is why we brought it very close to them. Lagos a bit far away. It's like a flight away, but this is right few minutes drive to all the regulators in Nigeria. And that is why it is a very good thing for us to be close to them.
I know you're involved with AD Forensics, and you also have a partnership with Chainalysis. How does all this tie together now, considering you're also running Convexity Hub?
Okay, like I told you, the Convexity Hub is a baby out of the experience of AD Forensics. And of course, the name of the company itself is clearly directly and forensic focused. And so it does not give us the latitude to open up, what we're doing now to make sure that we have a lot of activities around the blockchain technology itself, a lot of activities around what we're planning to do So that is how it ties up. And remember, I told you that this is the first blockchain hub in Nigeria with fully fitted forensic lab. And the cryptocurrency forensic lab, possibly maybe one of it, maybe the first in Africa. I'm not too familiar with other people, but I believe we're looking to see how we can extend this kind of services to places where they don't have them, like Kenya, like South Africa. I'm looking for partners to see how we can extend this investigative capability, because I get cases, thrown to our company from such places. And the idea why it ties to it is that we are interested in bringing sanity to the space, bringing some decorum to the space, so we don't leave it for criminals to hijack what looks like a very beautiful solution for everyone.
What can we look forward to now that you've launched Convexity Hub? Now we know the problem is trying to solve. What can we look forward to, moving forward 2021 and beyond?
Yes, I think we should look forward to seeing more blockchain-powered solutions. We should look forward to seeing more empowered young people. We should look forward to seeing transforming solutions coming out of the hub. And we should also look forward to more educating our regulators more from this hub. Also creating an ecosystem for the young people to actually blossom and do things. And we're trying to make this place a blockchain, technology hub, that will be springing up ideas that can solve the problems, myriad of problems we have across Nigeria and Africa at large. So we are open to a lot of work with a lot of partners around Africa. We're very bullish about Africa. And that is the reason why we think our focus is to see how we can bring this and replicate it across major African countries, and if possible, all African countries, until this beautiful technology that is meant to liberate a lot of things that are happening in Africa, actually gets saturated across different countries. So that is what I think we should watch out for. So you'll be seeing Convexity organizing a lot of hackathons to solve problems. We'll also be looking at Convexity solving, creating meetups to actually discover new talents. We also look forward to seeing Convexity talking more with regulators to understand what they need to do at a particular time. And we have one specific segment, which is, I didn't mention earlier. We discovered when we talk cryptocurrency, we talk about blockchain, and when we don't have the institutional investors, institutional banks, financial institutions, insurance companies coming into that to diversify their asset class, we have not started. And therefore, we created a course content called Blockchain and Cryptocurrency for Corporate Executive and Business Owners, where we want to begin to tell them about custodying this digital asset, diversifying into this digital asset, the taxation aspect of it, the accounting aspect of it, the custody aspect of it, the regulatory framework part of it, and all those things that matters to very, very serious corporate organizations. And so you can see that we're trying to move it from the normal, level that we're playing at retail ground to involving people to actually benefit from this asset class diversification to enrich Africans. So that is what I think we will be seeing in the nearest future. And that is what we think we need the support of all to make sure that we achieve, within Nigeria and Africa at large.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Deji. We really look forward to seeing, Convexity Hub grow and actually have an influence across the continent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, David, for having me. I appreciate it.